Jim, how is your new apartment?
I really like it. It's really spacious and the rent is very reasonable.
That's great. When are you going to invite me to see your new place?
Well, I was thinking of asking some people over this Friday, but my brother got these free tickets to the basketball game.
I see that you are done with your meal. Could I take these dishes away?
Yes, thank you. And could I take a look at your menu again? I'd like something for takeout.
Of course. I'll be right back with the menu.
Oh, never mind. I'll just get the cheeseburger with fries to go, please.
I'm taking the 8 o'clock flight to Los Angeles to attend the conference. Could you give me a lift to the airport after work?
Sure, but let's take off a bit early. I don't want to get stuck in traffic during rush hour.
No problem. We can get there a bit early and have dinner together. Is 4 o'clock okay?
Well, let me see. I do have a meeting with a client at 2 o'clock, but I think that will be all right.
The train station is downtown, isn't it?
Yes, it's on College Street between University Road and Elm Street. Are you going somewhere?
No, a friend of mine from New York is coming to see me tonight, and I have to greet him at the train station after I finish work here.
Really? I live a block away from the train station on King Street. Would you like a ride there?
Our sales have been increasing steadily since last year, and we are going to have to hire more staff around here.
That is great news, but where are we going to find the qualified people we need? We're not going to put out an ad in the paper, are we?
No, we need people with experience in this field. We're thinking of using a job agency. It costs a bit more, but they specialize in finding the right people.
Yes, I agree with you. It's a lot better than recruiting people right out of college, like the way we did the last time.
We'll be discussing the portfolio of our new client in this morning's meeting, and I need to look over the file folder he is going to send. Has it arrived yet?
Well, I went down to the mailroom earlier, but there wasn't anything there for you. Do you want me to call the client and see if he sent it?
I just got off the phone with him, and he said that he sent it by courier an hour ago. It should have arrived by now.
Well, the roads are very slippery outside because of the snow. I'm sure that it will arrive before your meeting starts at 11, Mr. Johnson. Susan, have you put much thought into what kind of food we should serve at the company party this year?
Well, the catering company we used at our last party did a wonderful job with the selection of food they served. Why don't we use them again and let them handle the entire thing?
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Can you call them and make the necessary arrangements then?
Sure, I will take care of it right away.
Sarah, I need to look over the seminar schedule to see if we can fit Dr. Kwan into the program. Would it be possible to take a look at the latest schedule you have?
I'm not quite finished putting it together yet, Mr. Perez. Would it be all right if I email it to you after I am done?
Actually, could you bring it up to my office? There is a problem with my computer and the internet is not working right now. John is there looking at it, but I don't think he will be done fixing it anytime soon.
All right, I will drop by your office within the next half hour.
I need to staple these reports together and send them to the manager. Could you pass me the stapler?
Sure, here you go. How long did it take you to get the reports together anyway?
Oh, it took me a long while. I've been working on this for 6 months. I thought I would never be finished with it.
Well, you must be very happy with yourself. I worked on a project like that last year, and I know how hard and time-consuming the work can be. I don't think I ever want to take on a project like that again. I'm glad you did it this time.
I can't believe we got the wrong order. We are going to have to send these boxes back.
It's too late now. All the delivery people have gone home for the day. Why don't we just send them back first thing in the morning?
Well, I guess we have no choice but to do that. I just hope we will receive the right order soon enough to repackage everything and have them delivered to our stores by next Monday.
Don't worry, Sean. We have plenty of time. Plus, we always have the weekend if we run out of time. Hello, and welcome to the Hillside Ballroom Dancing Club's first class here at the David and Mary Thompson Collegiate High School Gymnasium. I've been informed that most of you have finished signing up for the ballet class. At this time, please proceed to the gymnasium. As you enter, you will be provided with your outfits and shoes at the door. Then make your way to the locker room located in the back of the gym to get changed. The first lesson is scheduled to begin in 15 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you for calling Alto Lights, conveniently located at the intersection of Maple and Finch Street in Markham City. We are currently closed at this time, but we will reopen on Monday at 9 a.m. Please note that we have extended our store hours from 10 to 7 on weekdays to 9 to 8, and from 11 to 5 on Saturdays to 10 to 6 during the holiday season. So drop by and check out our wide selection of desk, floor, and ceiling lamps that are priced to suit your needs.
Attention everyone, it is time to present this year's award for the most active member who has done the job of letting the world know about what we all love, flowers. Now, before I read out the name of today's winner, I'd like to mention that she has successfully been able to reach out to audiences beyond our imagination. Her work as a journalist provided channels to millions of people through her daily columns in the Tribune. She is also a leading member of the Flowers Association and goes around the country several times a year to give talks about flowers to the general public. Now, would everyone give a big hand of applause for Sarah Martin?
May I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen? The heavy rainstorm we are getting at the moment doesn't seem like it's going to let up anytime soon. Therefore, this evening's baseball game between the Tigers and the Eagles is going to have to be postponed until further notice. All those in attendance today are asked to go to any of the ticket windows located at the stadium entrance to get a refund. If you wish to catch tomorrow's game between the Tigers and the Unicorns, you can get an exchange of tickets with this evening's tickets there as well. Thank you.
The place I'm going to show you next is the one I mentioned over the phone this morning. It is a 2-story house with 4 bedrooms and a large living room on the first floor. It also has a large yard in the back of the house with a patio and a beautifully maintained garden. The house is located in a suburban residential area with a nearby park and schools. The subway station is located within walking distance, and the commute to the city's downtown area only takes about 40 minutes. However, the best thing about this house is that the owner is in a hurry to sell it off. I assure you that you won't get a price like this for a house this good anywhere.
The economy of our nation is suffering, and the ones that are hit the hardest are the small retail store owners. The openings of large shopping centers and bulk superstores, plus the slowdown of our economy, are putting a big dent in that market. A local merchant who I spoke to earlier has commented that the daily sales in his store alone have dropped nearly 40%, and he feels his neighboring merchants are in a similar situation, if not worse. If the economy doesn't pick up soon, many of these retail shops will be forced to close their doors. This has been Joe Sacchi with the Local Business Report. Now back to Jack at the news desk.
Would all musicians, actors and singers line up at the tables set up in the lobby at this time to sign up for the talent contest being held here in the Fox Theatre? After you have finished registering, please make your way into the theatre for your first tryout. The 20 chosen winners in today's tryout will be coming back here on December 1st for the second tryout, and the 10 who pass the second tryout will get a chance to compete for the big cash prizes on December 15th. The final winners of the competition will be selected by a panel of judges who are in the entertainment business. All those who participate in the finals will receive other small gifts.
Hello, this is Barry Owens, the head manager at Elite Boutique. I'm calling in regards to the order of the specially engraved box of hats and shirts I had placed with your company on September 16th. The delivery took 2 weeks longer than the date of my request, and I would like a full refund. However, a deal can be worked out if you are willing to give me a discount. As I explained earlier, the boxes of shirts and hats I ordered were for the annual corn festival held here in our town. The event is now over, and I can't sell the items at the regular price. However, the leftover items usually get sold at half the original price, and I would be willing to keep the order if you are willing to give me a deal on them. Would you please call me today to discuss this issue further? If I don't get a call from you, I will send them back the first thing tomorrow morning.
In order to renew your license, you have to pick up a form at the counter by the door and fill it out. Please do not leave any lines blank, as this will slow down the process. If you wish to get help with the form, come back here and I will assist you. After you are done, line up behind windows 2 through 5 to have your photo taken and receive an eye test. Don't forget that there is a fee of $50 for renewing your license as well. Then take a seat in the waiting area. When your new license is ready, your name will be called. You can pick it up at window 7. Do you understand the process now?
I'd like to explain our new company policy regarding the security of our offices. As you may have heard, we've had several break-ins this year, and last week our main vault was robbed. Luckily, there was not much cash in it, but we've decided that it is time to do something about it. Now, for this reason, we have decided to tighten up our security here by having 2 guards patrolling 24 hours a day. Also, all employees here will be assigned a new electronic card, and only with this card you will be given access to the office building. Please make sure to have it with you at all times. If for any reason you forget the card at home, you can get a temporary card from the security office on the first floor. However, do not make a habit of doing this. Also, if you lose your card, report it to the security office immediately.
So, who is going to head the new department?
The job went to Ms. Williams.
Really? I thought Mr. Wong and Ms. Newman were being considered. I wonder why Mr. Smith went with Ms. Williams.
Well, it's probably because she has more work experience.
This is your room key, and this is a complimentary breakfast coupon you can use in our restaurant in the morning.
Thank you very much. Could you also tell me how often your shuttle bus to the airport runs?
The bus leaves here every 10 minutes.
Thank you. I'd like these bags sent up to my room now, please.
I've been reading up on the latest market studies, and I really think we should get our foot into the children's clothing market.
I agree with you. I always felt that we have to expand our business, and this will give us an opportunity to break into a new market.
Yes, the market is huge, and there is room for us to grow there. Why don't we have a meeting this week to pursue this issue further?
All right. I'll talk to the design team and the planning team today and ask them to prepare something for the meeting.
We're done here for the day. If you're going home, I could drop you off at a nearby subway station.
Actually, I need to go back to the office to pick up a file for a meeting I have with Mr. Curtis first thing tomorrow morning. I will be going straight to his office before I come in tomorrow.
Ah, yes, I forgot. You're going there to try to land the contract, right?
Yes, I've been working really hard for the last 2 months, and if everything goes well, I might be able to close the deal tomorrow.
How did the presentation go in Los Angeles, Mary?
It went much better than I thought. I only had 90 minutes for my speech, but I managed to cover most of the topics I wanted to talk about. And after the talk, I received a lot of questions and managed to hand out pamphlets as well.
That's great to hear, because I know how hard you had worked preparing for it. Anyway, did you also have time to look around the city and enjoy the seafood there?
Yes, I did. I went out to dinner with a couple of people from the head office. They took me to this lobster restaurant, and it was fantastic. I get a lot of patients who sprain their muscles from doing sports. I send them to massage therapy, but it doesn't seem to do much good.
Have you tried sending them to an acupuncturist?
No, I've never done that, but I have been hearing about it from my colleagues. Do you know anyone that you can refer me to?
Yes, I've been sending my patients to a doctor I was introduced to a few months ago, and they seem to recover quite fast. Here, let me get his number for you.
Steve, have you picked up a used truck for your business yet?
No, not yet. I've been looking in the paper and have been visiting some of the used car dealerships in the city, but I can't seem to find anything for the price I am willing to pay.
Oh, that's good. I thought you already bought one. Anyway, my neighbor has this truck he bought 2 years ago, and it's in perfect condition. He's moving out of the country, and he wants to get rid of it. I told him about you, and he's willing to meet the price you want to spend on it. Would you like to check it out?
Of course. I'll swing by your place this evening. Can you talk to your neighbor and arrange a meeting?
You can't enter the construction site without your hard hat and safety boots, Mr. Gray.
I have my boots in the car, but I left the hard hat back in the office. Don't you have a spare one that I could borrow for today?
Yes, I think we have extras for visitors. Why don't you go and get your boots, and in the meanwhile, I'll ask John to bring you a hard hat.
Thank you. It's just that when I left the office this morning, I wasn't planning on coming by here.
Mr. Fujimoto's speech was really good. I'm thinking that he must have put in a lot of time preparing for it.
Yes, the information he provided was very detailed. I just wish we had more time to ask him questions, though.
I agree. There is so much more that I want to know. Hey, why don't we talk to Mr. Lee and ask him to arrange a meeting with him? I heard they know each other from high school.
Really? I didn't know that Mr. Lee grew up in Pittsburgh.
We have ourselves a little problem, Mr. Ross. I just got a call from the head painter, and he said that they are out of paint and can't continue working today.
Are you kidding me? We have to get the entire house finished by Friday because the owner will be coming back from their trip next Monday.
Well, the paint will be delivered tomorrow morning, and they can't do anything until then. What do you want me to do?
Okay, get in touch with the head painter right away and explain the situation to him. I'm sure that they could get the job done if they work overtime all this week.
Thank you for calling the Tanner Warehouse. We're terribly sorry, but all of our operators are currently busy with calls at this time. However, if you know the extension number of the person you wish to speak to, please press it at this time. If you are calling to inquire about a delivery, please press 1 now. If you'd like an update of your account balance, please press 2 now. If you'd like to listen to the day's special rates, please press 3 now. If you wish to talk to an operator, please wait on the line and someone will be with you very shortly. The estimated waiting time is about 5 minutes. In sports news today, the owner of the city's baseball team told reporters that next year's ticket prices will be increased by 10%. He explained that the main reason for the hike is the rising salaries of the players, which have been on the rise in the last few years. He further explained that the team is having a hard time meeting the payrolls of the players, and their only choice besides trading away the top players is to hike up the seating prices. This price hike is bad news for the fans, but as always, the fans will continue to support their team. Now we go to the streets of Chicago to talk to some people about the latest news.
Attention everyone. The library will be closing in 15 minutes, and we ask everyone to get ready to leave the building. For those who want to check out books, please make your way to the checkout counter at this time. Also, we ask that you return all newspapers and magazines to the reference department. Please do not leave them on the tables. And lastly, a reminder that tomorrow is a national holiday and we will be closed. However, we will reopen Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Hi, this is Julia Lee from the University Research Centre with a message for Ms. Kelly Miller. I am calling in regards to the interview you had this morning, and I'd like to tell you the good news that you have been chosen among the 400 applicants we had interviewed over the week. Now, as one of the newest members of our company, we'd like you to attend the new employee orientation at our head office in New York next week. As I told you during the interview, it is mandatory for you to attend. We'd like you to come into the office tomorrow to get the details of your trip. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me at 755-0909. I will be in the office until 5 today.
The telecommunications industry's two largest names, T Solutions and Wireless Telecom, have been trying to close a deal that is rumored to be the biggest in the industry's history. A spokesperson of T Solutions told reporters that they have been looking at a possible joint project with Wireless, and they are very close to signing a contract. If this deal becomes finalized, they will be hiring more than 3,000 employees right here in our city, including building a factory in Lansing. Mr. Stone did not reveal the details at today's press conference, but hinted that he will most likely have an official statement to make early next week. This is something everyone in our city can look forward to. This has been Susan Stevens reporting for CHCA.
I'd like to thank each and every journalist and columnist for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here this evening. The movie you have been invited to watch will begin in a few minutes. It is a movie based on the best-selling novel, Mystery. As you know, the movie was directed by the famous director John Saatchi, and it will be released in movie theatres all across the nation next month. The talk of the town is that this movie will be the hit film of this summer. Anyway, as the guests of this special preview, we'd like you to sit back and enjoy yourselves. Following the movie, the stars will make an appearance and you will get a chance to meet them and ask questions at that time. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Come down to Mark's Bargain House this weekend and find great prices in refrigerators, televisions, computers, and just about every home appliance you will ever need. At Mark's, we have products of every brand at the cheapest price you can find anywhere. And for the time being, we will give away a brand new rechargeable battery set of all sizes to each and every customer just for shopping at Mark's Bargain House. So, if you are looking for an appliance at bargain prices, check out any of our 12 stores in the city and talk to any of our experienced staff. They will help you find the right product. We're open daily from 10 until 10, except on Sundays when we close at 8.
In a meeting with other managers yesterday, we came to the conclusion that we must increase our sales this year. It is known that a strong sales staff is the force behind any successful company. What good is a great product if the salespeople do not roll up their sleeves and sell the product? For that reason, we have decided to do something to help you get the sales you want. From now, you will be going to the head office for a week at the beginning of every quarter to get the proper training you need to improve your sales techniques. We will be inviting the top salespeople from our company to help you with the little skills that will make the difference. We are hoping that by December of this year, we will be able to reach the goal we have set for ourselves.
Attention staff, a reminder that a fire drill practice is scheduled for next Monday at 10 a.m. As you know, our warehouse burned down a couple of years ago, and if it weren't for these practice drills, the damage could have been much worse than it was. Therefore, we realize the importance of these drills and we'd like your full cooperation. Now, when the drill begins, you will calmly make your way to the nearest exit out of the building. As you go down the stairs, do not run. Also, do not use any elevators as all the elevators will be shut down. And lastly, do not leave any valuables on your desks as the company will not take responsibility for any loss. Thank you.
Welcome aboard the Canadian National Rail. We have just departed from Toronto Union Station, and we will make 2 stops at Kingston and Ottawa before arriving at our final destination, Montreal. The trip is expected to take approximately 6 hours, and we should arrive at our final destination around midnight. Also, a reminder to let all passengers know that dinner will be served in our dining car in an hour at 7 o'clock. Passengers who have not already made reservations and wish to do so, please talk to the conductor at this time. For those who already had dinner, there are snacks and beverages available in the lounge car. We hope you have a pleasant trip aboard Canadian National Rail. We at National Rail always do our best to try and make each and every passenger feel comfortable. Thank you.